It has been just over a year since last summer's deadly flooding in the Hill Country, including at Camp Mystic. The owners of the Western Kerr County camp, where 28 people died, have filed for bankruptcy. Multiple families filed 5 lawsuits accusing camp leaders of failing to protect their daughters. The bankruptcy filing pauses those lawsuits, but Daniel Peralt shows us how these families are pushing forward in their quest for justice.
New layers of uncertainty, capping a year of tragedy, lawsuits, and a battle over a state license that ended with the 100-year-old Camp Mystic closed this summer. In April, camp owners said they wish they had evacuated sooner as the Guadalupe River surged nearly 40 feet out of its banks in July of 2025.
We tried our hardest that night, and it wasn't enough to save your daughters.
Lawyers for Camp Mystic have been able to move some of the wrongful death lawsuits filed by families who lost loved ones to federal court, arguing they're connected to the ongoing Chapter 11 bankruptcy proceedings.
What typically happens in these cases is they end up getting settled in bankruptcy.
Camp Mystic's lawyers' filing forced the cancellation of a hearing that had been scheduled in a Travis County courtroom earlier this month. Attorneys for the families argue the camp owners are trying to keep the case out of a public courtroom. They've slammed the timing of the bankruptcy filing, which came on the heels of Camp Mystic's efforts to force the cases into arbitration.
This has been strategic. It has been intentional. It has been calculated.
Angela Lipwin, a bankruptcy law professor at the University of Texas, says proving that in court is not easy.
If Camp Mystic really is insolvent, right, if they really do have more debts than they have assets, it's going to be hard to argue bad faith.
Litwin says at the end of all this, the camp's assets will likely be put into a trust, and families will be able to pursue compensation from that trust instead of Camp Mystic itself.
Depending on what happens in the negotiations, it could include other things like the property of the camp.
Chapter 11 bankruptcy allows businesses to continue operating while they reorganize their finances under court supervision. Litwin says Camp Mystic's reorganization could be complicated by its uncertain future.
If they reorganize, then all the creditors, including the families that are suing the camp, would be able to vote on the plan of reorganization.
The Heaven's 27 families vowing bankruptcy will not stop them from holding people accountable and getting justice for their daughters.